Hello and welcome to this, which is Monolith, which is a game that will be releasing on, I believe, June 7th, so relatively soon. But it's a roguelike style shooter that I found quite fun. I don't really necessarily think it has kind of the staying power of some of the larger roguelike titles, but it is still fun, so we'll show it off. So it has a very old school retro-y style view here. This is the entire screen, by the way. There's like empty spaces on the edge. Don't worry about that, it's supposed to look like that. Up here we have our gun, currently selected. I can't shoot it to show you. The ammunition, the recharge and or clip size, depending on, is it clip? It's not magazine, is it? I don't know, whatever. Or the number of bullets available before you have to reload. And then this is your bombs, your old school. This has a shoot 'em up feel, by the way. Your old school shoot 'em up bomb style thing, blow it up, removes projectiles. Your HP, which can go up or down depending. A modifier which I believe takes effect the more rooms you clear without taking damage, so you get more currency the better you play. The map. And us. This is us right here, our little ship. There's a lot of little nice touches with the art. For instance, your ship can go sideways. If it's doing this little maneuver, it can go sideways. But anyway, this is the starting area. If we go down this way, it'll go to the tutorial. You can see it tells us up there. I don't know what's up with this guy, but it also has, if I talk to this guy, an unlock system. So when you do runs, you get this currency here. I don't know what this currency is. It looks like a building, the icon there, so I don't really know. But you get this currency and then you can unlock things that are available in future runs. For instance, I have laser bombs unlocked for giggles, and I have disrupting weapons, so extra damage to mechanical foes. There's also undead and constructs. There might be another, there's probably another. You know, recover ammo and health and stuff like that, so lots of options there. You can also talk to this guy for gossip and advice. Made a killing! I don't know what's up with this bank there, by the way, that's new. But anyway, excuse me. I'd like to talk to you. This guy doesn't want to talk to me, so we're just gonna ignore that guy and actually do a run. So, like I mentioned, this is a very shoot 'em up style game, but it is also a roguelike. So when you die, you start over from scratch, etc., etc. Yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. So this is our basic room layout. They'll all be this exact same size. They'll have varying things in them. These are doors that allow us to progress to a different room, like such, and that's an enemy. Wherein we will then shoot them and they will explode and do a thing. So there you go. The scraps that come out of enemies, the pieces of scrap, are our currency. Up there, the G. And this is a shop with a dude that, to the best of my knowledge, you can't fight. So we have the option of increasing our max HP, revealing the floor, which I never do, or recover ammo. You can see it there, it gives us 10% max because we don't need ammo to be recovered. I have noticed that some enemies have a different different time before they actually become active and start fighting you. So, and there is an item that increases the time before they become active. So, I'm quite fond of that item. It does tend to make things a little bit easier when you actually have some time before you have to do anything in the room. These guys. By the way, it's hard to play this and talk at the same time, I'm curious. These dudes are essentially mini-bosses. They're gatekeepers. They block the way to the boss. So you won't be able to see it because I've already killed him, but when we find the boss room, I will explain how that works. That dude has a sweet hat. He did mention he's been selling hats to them, so. This is a weapon thing. So when you blow this up, it'll drop a number of weapons, usually just 2, and it also has a chance to drop a key. So there are 7 weapons in this game. I don't know if that counts the default one we start with here. I believe it does, but we'll see. But there's also a lot of modifiers that can be attached to these weapons. Up to 4 modifiers per weapon. The basic weapons only have 2 modifiers, as you can see here. But this one... So this one's okay, it splits on impact, slows enemies on hit, pretty useful, but this one holds into enemies, which is very, very useful in a game like this, because the more time you can spend looking at yourself to dodge rather than looking at the enemy to hit them, the better off you are. So anything with homing, as you can see, is very good, and I don't think I've actually had a homing laser before, so that's pretty good. This is a passive buff room. It has a little plus icon like it's supposed to heal, but it doesn't, so I'm not really sure about that. But it gives you a choice of 1 of 3 passives that we can get. We can get Artifact, but we just got a pretty good weapon. Artifact creates 4 weapons that have 4 modifiers on them, so the best possible weapons you can get effectively, but they are random, so they may not actually be very good. I'm tempted to take it just to show off some of the silly modifiers that you can get, even though I literally just got a weapon that I actually like, but discounts real good. Let's get Artifact just to show it off, because, you know, it's a thing. So you can see they all have 4 modifiers now. I'm quite a fan of Revolver, and it's homing, and Chain Lightning, and Shotgun. It's also Disrupting. So this has Chain Lightning, fires in 3s, and in short burst. The triple and double, I don't know if there's a quad, are basically, instead of firing 1 straight out, you basically fire a spread. And then burst just means you fire multiple per attack. So like a burst without the triple would just fire, you know, 3 shots straight ahead, but a burst with the triple would fire 3 shots split into 3 in a cone in front of you, sort of thing. Fireball homing that fires in 3s, and splits on impact, and has overheat. Chain Lightning homing is pretty good. And I do like a revolver, a shotgun style revolver is a thing, apparently. But the fact that this fires in triple and splits on impact and homing and has the overheat, I think we might go with that fireball. So if you have a weapon, when you pick up another weapon, it gives you health and scrap or money, which is pretty nice. Ow. Was it a mistake to go with this gun? We'll see. Okay. Oh, you also have a dodge I didn't explain. It's just this thing. I believe there's a very brief period of iframes that happen. I don't know, the damage seems a little low. So this is the boss room, you can tell because it's a skull. If you have not killed the required number of, quote, mid-bosses, then this will be invulnerable, so you cannot shoot it. In order to fight the boss, you have to destroy that. Which of course means in order to go to the next floor, you also have to destroy that, because you have to kill the boss, so. We used our key to open up that, which gives us a gun, which I don't actually want, but it also gives us 2 bombs. Align is weird. So what Align does is it aligns with you and your cursor. So you shoot your bullets and you wiggle your cursor and the bullets will wiggle with it. If you've played... Oh, that was the thing exploding. If you've played Isaac, it's kind of like... It's effectively the same thing as Tractor Beam. Which is interesting. Let's do that. You can also, not that it's useful here, but you can also teleport. You can also select rooms, so you can play this entirely, well, not entirely, but mostly with the keyboard, so. Let's go ahead and start our first boss fight. It's this dude. This game's got some lovely music, if you haven't noticed that yet. damage isn't bad on a boss, and the fact that it holds, and the splits home as well. Now, I could try and not be complete trash at this while I'm showing it off. Alright, I haven't seen him do that before to give me some credit here. Alright, this way. This is definitely lower damage than that laser, though. But realistically, I should have had that laser. Or the revolver. Revolvers are pretty strong. So you might notice, apart from the noise, there's a room here. It's a secret. With a ghost in it. For reasons. There we go. So those secrets are opened up by using a bomb within a room. So I used the bomb here while fighting the boss and it broke that open. I don't know that there's any way to tell that this room exists without that item that reveals some rooms. So you're basically just doing it blindly. There's probably a rule set for where those rooms can spawn, similar to Isaac or something like that. I'm using Isaac as a reference a lot because it does have secret rooms wherein you find them by using a bomb, so it's just a reasonable reference point. We're not going to shoot that yet. If you leave a room with a weapon in it, the weapon is removed. So you cannot go back for a weapon, but we can leave the room with that in it and come get our weapon later when we're almost out of ammo. That looked cool, to be honest. I'm not playing particularly well, but this game also isn't particularly easy, so bear that in mind. Also doesn't help that this gun isn't nearly as good as the last one, but we'll see. So better and more frequent or cheaper shop items. Cheaper shop items are pretty good, but I always feel like the better drop items are great value. But I don't even know like what drops in this game, so yeah. Probably shouldn't have killed that dude right at the edge, where he could easily hit me, but that's alright. Don't really know where I'm going, so we're just gonna kind of wing it until we're almost out of ammo, and then once we're almost out of ammo, that was just embarrassing. Once we're almost out of ammo, we'll go pick up the other weapon from over there. It's another mid-boss dude. There are a variety of these that all do different things. So, pretty nice. There's also quite a variety of bosses, which I am a fan of. Well, this is gonna be an easy but slow room. It'd be pretty good if I could get that in there. We gotta get over here. Oops. Accidentally left click. Oh, we ran out of ammo? No. Alright, let's go pick up a new weapon. Hopefully it's better. Extra damage versus machines, fireball, I don't really care about. We're just gonna take Vulcan, because don't really, we should have taken the revolver earlier, but that's alright. Anything that slows on hit, by the way, is very, very useful. It allows you a lot more safety when getting through rooms, because you can actually get away from enemies fairly easily. Also keeps them from swarming you in situations like that. You've got nowhere to run. Because this is a shmup style game, it does have the shmup style hitboxes, which means, as far as I can tell, a pixel, or at least not many pixels, constitute your hitbox, not the actual graphical design of your ship, which is pretty swanky. And I believe the icon over their head signals that I have a weapon that's strong against them. I believe is what that's for. Could be mistaken. Oh, I hate these enemies. Especially when there are this many of them. So take it nice and slow. Those enemies can't be hit unless they're opened up like that, which means they're shooting back at you, so. Those barks that you've seen, kind of the progress. We got like a deal with the devil style thing here. So we lose a max bomb, but we gain 6. We can only hold 6, so what we can do here probably actually use them in slightly more logical locations. So we can do that, and then we're just gonna go pick this up. So we have lost a max bomb. Max bombs, sorry. Oh yeah, we have laser bombs, I forgot. Excuse me. You're not allowed to stand there, there's nothing there for you to stand. Filthy cheater. So +1 laser blast bomb, alright, well. Basically spent a bomb to get a little bit of money, which is alright. What's this guy? This mark right there means it's an AoE indicator. Should have been over there, to be honest. Shouldn't have been there either, I'm playing so poorly. We have the bombs and they won't stay there, as far as I'm aware, they won't stay there to the next floor, so we may as well have used some. About to find out, I guess. Either way, to the next floor. I believe there are 5 floors, or something like that. It doesn't sound like much, but it is difficult to get to the bottom floor unless you're really good. Oh, we do keep our bombs. That's good to know. Also, it's got lovely old school style chiptunes. In the water, you are slower, but so are bullets, so you do have to take that into account as well. That was max HP? Oh. Not really sure how I got away with that dodge, but I'll take it, I guess. So our gun ran out of ammo at some point a while ago, in case you didn't notice. These little colored things, those are portals. We haven't seen portal before. It's basically what they look like anyway. But they're in pairs, so the 2 blue ones to go together and the 2 red ones go together. Projectiles will also go through those. So what do we get? More HP, auto bomb, which I don't really like auto bomb. Stealth is the thing I was talking about. So enemies take longer to activate when you enter a room. I am quite a fan of it because it gives you a little bit of time. I forgot those could jump. This enemy down here just attaches to all the other enemies in the area and makes them shoot a bullet when they die. But it gives you more time to figure out what's going on in a room before you die horrifically. This is a dice room. Obviously, it's got a dice in it. You shoot this, spends your currency, flips the dice, and if you roll a certain die, you get the item that's available. A damage increase is very good because those are somewhat rare. This is just a normal enemy, by the way. He just happens to have a lot of bullets. He's not particularly strong, we just have a basic gun, so. What's in here? This dude, hello. Again, I'm playing real bad, I'm sorry. If people want to see other videos of this, I can of course record more. Instead, we're just gonna die here because I can't actually go through that stuff. I might be able to dodge through this stuff, I'm not sure, but either way, I died because I'm a scrub, but that's the general premise of this. I wish I had shown you more than one boss, but hey. Ended by lost soul. Hooray! I used to, well no, I got rid of it, I guess. I was gonna say, I used to have a, I don't know what this stuff does, by the way. We got a portrait. This will do for now. Anyway. I had footage from I think I had footage from the last boss, actually, but it was no good, so I had to get rid of it. I can get deep freeze bombs, but I don't really want deep freeze bombs. Really, I just want more of these weapons. But anyway. You know what, we'll actually, we can see it's only 20 minutes long, screw it. Let's go again. Maybe I can play better this time. Maybe we can see some more bosses or some different weapons. I could also do some editing to cut some of this out. Oh right, I forgot about those things. Those enemies explode into little miniature versions that just float towards you. What's up? Fireball shrapnel. Explodes into bullet. Another fireball. I'd rather have the shrapnel one. Anything that splits either into bullets or into lasers is generally fairly good from what I've seen. Having triple shot homing laser, which I have had before, that also split into lasers, was probably the best thing I've had so far. It was a lot of lasers. Enemies take longer to activate or blink. I think this increases your iframe because you're invulnerable during the whole movement instead of like just the flip or something like that, but we'll take stealth. I really like stealth. It gives you more time to figure out what's going on. See how good splitting is? Pretty good. Laser radiates bullets. Now lasers that radiate bullets that don't home, not particularly good. Not as good as the ones that explode into bullets, the projectiles that explode into bullets. Because what it does, this might sound good, is it radiates bullets down the length of the laser, which means those bullets aren't hitting anything, because usually you're aiming the laser at something. So the part of the laser that's not hitting anything is the part of the laser that's shooting bullets out, which doesn't really do any good. This weapon's working out pretty well though, very good damage. We're gonna go pick up that ammo before we leave this floor. I hate this particular dude, by the way. He is dead though. I lost all those resources because I was being an idiot. But hey, what else is new? Teleport back up here, which is quite handy, because otherwise it sometimes takes quite a while to go through floors without that teleport. So let's go pick up our ammo. I don't need to recover health, and I don't want that weapon, so... On to the boss. Which is this dude again. That's unfortunate. There are more bosses, trust me. There's quite a few. Yeah, this weapon is doing much, much higher damage. We're going this way. There we go. Much higher damage than the last weapon we had. Alright, on to the next floor. Hopefully we get to see a new boss on this floor. Well, we have to, because, you know. No, we don't, because we'd have to get the tank again. If we were unlucky, I suppose, that would happen. Alright, Heartman. There we go. Recover HP. Now, if I leave, does that stay there? No, it explodes. Good to know. I should have picked it up anyway, because it gives me a part. I don't know what a part does. I'm gonna assume if we fill up the part meter, which I think is this thing right here, it'll just increase our max HP. But I don't know. So. Now, because there's a key in the shop, it means there's a vault on this floor. I really hate the fact that I have to do this. Come here, buddy. Can I shoot you through the corner? No. Let's try to use as little ammo as possible to get through that. What was I saying before that? Oh yeah, because there's a key in the shop means there's a vault on this floor. So it won't give you a key if there's no vault, as far as I'm aware. We're gonna end up buying that key if we can't get one. I don't understand the point of this room. I've seen it before, but... It's just 3 of those enemies that buff other enemies. They don't otherwise do anything. I guess they're buffing the turrets? I don't know. I've never seen a use to that room. We're gonna not purchase that for now, again. In case the floor happens to give us one. There we go. Easy floor. Easy room, sorry. Hello, buddy, it's you again, I see. Again, hate this dude because his bullet pattern is really annoying. He gave us ammo. How kind of him. The downside, of course, ow, I flew right into that, didn't I? The downside of weapons that split like that is they tend to wake up every enemy in the room, so. We're gonna continue exploring around just in case the game happens to give us, like I said, a key. It's unlikely considering the key's in the shop, whoops, but maybe it will, who knows? I don't know how the game's loot works. So. Those little ghosts, if they catch fire and turn red, they will target a location, it puts down a little marker, and then explode on it into a burst of flames. Otherwise, they don't really do anything. I really like this weapon, I don't want to get rid of it. So we're probably going to skip that, just flew right into that because I'm an idiot, but we're probably going to skip that, god damn it, that weapon room. There we go. That was 2 bombs, hooray. Like, look how effective it is, man. Just the damage output on it is so good. Those are spikes, by the way, don't touch those. So there's our boss. Which means it's time to buy the key, because we're not going to get one otherwise. Recover all ammo or increase max. We may as well wait until we've done the boss room before we worry about purchasing ammo. Fireball that holds. Nah, this is just a bunch of money. Good god. I could pick that up and get some health, but I like my gun, so we're not going to. Nope. See? New boss. Hooray. A lot of the, a lot of the boss enemies, like these two right here, show up as normal enemies on the last floor. So that's the thing, I'm going to use a bomb there, because why not? About to use another bomb. There we go. So now we can get more value out of this than if we had picked it up earlier. We may as well buy that health, actually, yeah. There's no reason not to. We could look for a secret room. Not there. I want to know how the secret rooms work. Right there. So it does look like there's a roll system for it. Hey, max ammo. Now let's find out if we get 2 bombs back and it functions like the old school thing where you had a minimum bombs per level. Nope, you just get nothing. Alright. Now we know. But we also got additional max ammo for our gun, and I like this gun, so... Well, we have to pick it up because it disappears. Oh, hello. I remember this guy. I think he rotates and makes the bullets do weird things. Doesn't matter, he's dead. I hate ice mages, by the way. They make little ice things pop up on the ceiling and drop down on you, and it's kind of annoying. So there's the boss room. I can show you the barrier. And it has a number for the number of mini mid-boss things that you have to fight before it unlocks. Easy room. There we go. We seem to be getting pieces of bombs. Admittedly, I still don't know how all of the systems in this game work. I haven't actually played it too long. I haven't actually completed a run yet, for that matter. But it does look like we get pieces of bombs up to 2. No more than that, it seems, but still. Excuse me? You jumped through my bullet? That's not how that works. Oh, something else I didn't mention about the water is that it also changes the music, so we pay attention here. Slows down the music too. Interesting little touch. Basically flew into that on accident. Those fall down if they take damage. You probably noticed that when I flew into one like an idiot, but considering my gun, I can't really help that, can I? We got quite the multiplier going. Alright. Reveals some rooms on every floor, show enemy HP, and grants an extra bomb or artifacts. I like my gun, but we could get a better gun. But then what if we run out of ammo on that gun? The extra bomb's pretty good. Let's do artifact just because I want to show off stuff. What's that? Yes, charge. Can't be fired quicker. Oh. Oh. So this one fires in 3 and it has crossbeam, so it radiates lasers and it radiates bullets. Let's give it a try. So you can see we got a part there on our part meter because we went above the max HP. Yeah. Please don't hit me. Thanks. There's a lot of lasers that come out of me every time I shoot. Oh my god. On the downside, I have removed my own cover. It's alright though. So we shoot like 6 lasers and a bunch of bullets every time. That's pretty good though. I flew into that because I'm an idiot. What else is new, I guess? Nope. Oh. The damage increase is pretty good, so just straight up always take a damage increase if I can afford it. I don't like gambling, is why I didn't pick up the damage increase earlier. Free money. We're probably going to be able to afford that health as well, so we can top up. It'll be pretty good. Surprised neither of those hit me. I don't want that weapon. No, whatever it is, I don't want it. I would like ammo, if possible. No, this is this dude. Recall this guy. This is actually a pretty cool boss because of it being somewhat unique in the way it behaves. Plus the fight looks cool. With him walking down the side like that and stuff, you know? Yellow. Not quite over. Thankfully he doesn't have much health in this phase, but, you know. It's a little more difficult if you're not shooting 700 lasers and a bunch of bullets. Head back to the shop. Grab this, it'll give us another part. See there. I'm assuming, I don't know, but I'm assuming the part, once it fills up, which will be 2 more parts, will increase our max HP, but I don't know. It could give us something else, who knows? We'll find out, I suppose. That's just a basic enemy. Doesn't really do much from what I've seen of him. Bear in mind, we are on later floors, so enemies are going to be much more bullet-helly the further down we go. You'll notice this, because, you know, there's a lot of enemies that shoot lots of bullets in some of these rooms. Also this dude. That guy needs to die. We are shooting a copious amount, thank God we got some ammo, a copious amount of lasers, which I am a fan of, but I'm also very, very happy that, this is an interesting room. Very happy that we got some ammo there, because we were getting pretty, that's unfortunate. Now we know. Those are basically thwomps. What happened there? I just shot the wall next to me and it freaked out. I can't hit this dude in there? You're wasting my ammo? There we go. Just another weapon thing, which I probably won't use, but if we run out, we'll have to use it, so. Why do the thwomps not crush? Ow. Oh, they do crush them. Neato. I spoke too soon. We are taking unnecessary amounts of damage because of these freaking thwomps that I've never seen before. Aren't really helping. Got our HP back though, all's good. There's the boss door. We still need to kill one more dude before that opens up. I need to stop losing health. Laser bomb. This dude does something, right? I'm pretty sure he's supposed to do something more than that. Maybe there's different versions. You cannot win, my friend. See? I told you. Almost topped up on health again, which is pretty good. Oh, I thought I dodged that, but I dodged the wrong way. No longer almost topped up on health. So what do we want? Probably focus. Scanner could be good. Voltaic could also be good. This basically makes those electrical beams act like water rather than something that murders you. Let's take scanner, because I've never used scanner before. May as well see what's going on. So we can definitely see their health bar. Oh, we got 2 for that one. Nice. Yellow. That's just a normal enemy. Those dudes are golden for some reason. Not really entirely sure why, but maybe they've always been golden and I just haven't been paying enough attention. What's in here? Another 10% damage increase, which we're probably not going to be able to afford because we don't have the cheaper shop. That's a bomb. Oh, 2 bombs. Pretty good value. I don't really know why bombs are so cheap, but they are. We're just gonna chill here, actually, because that'll bring us down there. So I just wanted to figure out what the heck was going on in this room. We gotta get in here, probably. No, we can just laser through there. Yeah. To the bullet. I don't know why I just did that and then teleported, but whatever. This is the room we were in before. Where do we want to go? We can go to the boss, I think, now. But I always want to clear out every room on a floor because it gives us money. Also max ammo in that case. We're gonna run out of ammo, so... And we can't afford that. Can we kill the boss in 15 shots? Or 14 shots to be able to pick this up and get the bow? 13 shots, because I gotta shoot this too, I forgot. Could try. I've never fought this boss. I don't like this boss. There are many projectiles going in interesting paths. Oh, that hit me too? Lame. So we definitely didn't kill it in time for that. Obviously. Excuse me? This dude shoots a lot of bullets and I dislike it. I told you to get more bullet billing. Alright, we're just gonna remove that. Excuse me, could you calm down, bro? Please? Sir? I know it's this firewall, man, but jeez. That sucked. That sucked. We're gonna die here, aren't we? Well, he's dead. Wait. We, however, only have 1 health. Take what we can get, I guess. So 16,000, we cannot get the damage increase. We have to take that health. Get 2 bombs, dude. Alright, 3 health. Down to whatever floor this is, I don't know. How many bosses was that? This could be the last floor. You are here, thanks. Alright, well. There's the mini bosses, there's the shop, there's the weapon room. May as well make our way to the shop first to see what we potentially have. Don't have a particularly great weapon, but it's not too bad. This is why getting the cheaper shops is really good, by the way. It's like a 40% decrease. It's really, really powerful. So we're probably going to have to end up trying to get the HP recovery if we can even get that far. So let's try and make our way over to the item room. We have to kill 3 mini-bosses to get in that door. I'm pretty sure this is the last floor, so we get 3 mini-bosses and then the final boss, I think. At least I think it's the final boss. It's very difficult, even if it's not the final boss. I have yet to kill it, so... These are little ship dudes that I hate fighting. Oh, that sucks. This is a rough run. We're gonna end up picking up that weapon more than likely. See, there's the enemies from that boss fight earlier. We're getting murdered. Moided. Oh, I just flew right back into that. Oh well. Anyway, there's Monolith. I hope you enjoyed. Maybe we'll actually get to see my previous high score. I think it may have actually beat my previous high score. Nope, because we can't even see it, so. My previous high score must have been somewhere around that number. Because I died to the boss on that floor. It's a very hard boss. Anyway, that's Monolith. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you want to see more. See you guys next time, though.